Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And yes, it really is a mad world. It seems that this year things have really got very strange, almost surreal. The latest weird thing that has happened in the royal sphere is that Harry has shown up in Vegas. Last seen in Vegas, naked, cavorting with buxom young girls. Now, somewhat later in life, he has shown up at the NFL Honours Ceremony. And now we understand why the mad dash to the UK had to happen for those 12 minutes, according to Lady C, that he spent with Dad. It was all for the optics. It was to make him look good. He couldn't show up in Vegas to present Man of the Year award to Cameron Hayward if he hadn't bothered to show up in the UK to check in with Dad, recently diagnosed with cancer. So it all makes a whole lot of sense now. I did see when I read very early on that trip back to the UK that it was all about the optics. It was all for PR purposes. But now we know what's really going on, and we really know what's going on because who has been streaming the ceremony but Paramount Plus. Harry and Meghan's best new friends, such good friends that they flew them out to Jamaica on their private jet to attend the Bob Marley movie premiere. So Royals for Hire. The royal commentators that I watch, and I'm sure most of you watch as well, have been absolutely incandescent with rage, especially the ones who were trying to give Has-Been the benefit of the doubt, saying, oh, you know, he's an emotional person and he was just a knee-jerk reaction, so upset when you heard his dad's news. You had to see him, however briefly and however impromptu it was, and however much it made the king sit and hang around and kick his heels and the helicopter and the rest of it. No, actually, just so that Harry could crack his lame jokes, very actually arrogant and insulting jokes about rugby to these people at the NFL ceremony, honours ceremony, without people pointing fingers at him and saying, hey, you brat, what about your dad? What about your sister-in-law? Terrible. No mention of them. A very, very aggressive again and unfunny speech, full of insults, full of arrogance. And as I say, it's tone deaf. These commentators were just absolutely stunned. And I am pretty stunned, even though I dip my toe in this energy most days, which is why I have the Disney Villains tarot deck on the tarot table, because I think we are dealing now with a Disney villain in the form of Prince Harry, a royal for hire, prince for hire. He'll pop up at the opening of an envelope now and exploiting his family, used his dad for the photo opportunity, well, sort of photo opportunity, so that he could get back to grifting in the US, which is his real home, of course, now, and trying to score a deal with Paramount. We have looked at that. I've seen it will be a sort of a deal, a sort of a small deal. Sorry, I'm having to shout over sudden rain. Heavens opened as I press the record button. I'm going to do a Celtic cross from Has-Been's point of view, because the royal commentators were using expressions like ruthless, lost soul. And so we're going to have a look at this Celtic cross from Harry's point of view. What on earth is going on with him? What is wrong with him? Why is he doing this? Why did he show up at this ceremony? I don't care who organised it. We know why. I just want to know, and I want to know how the king feels knowing that Harry only showed up to make himself look good. I'm sure that the king worked that one out, but now we really know that he showed up to make himself look good, or try to. I don't think it succeeded. So that's what we are going to look at today with a Celtic cross. And yeah, one more apparently. Sorry about this. You can listen to the rain. Oh, well, they've just announced that Earthshot this year, the Earthshot Award, is going to be in Cape Town, down the road from me. I can do some live streaming from the Earthshot Awards, some tarot out on the road. Very exciting, very. So, there we go. Celtic cross coming up. Let's remind you, with the Disney villains, that this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. We could be in Vegas, and It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. It is all just energy that I read here. And to dip my toe in and have to use some Dettol afterwards sometimes with this energy. And there it is. Disclaimer in the box below. Let's see what Harry is up to. That is the 6 major arcana. It's called True Love. It's normally the Lovers in normal tarot. This is not a normal tarot. It's a novelty tarot deck. True Love. Not romantic in this case. It's about deals. It's about partnering with someone, partnering with Paramount. Obviously, the Parkles are wooing Paramount, Paramount wooing the Parkles. Not sure who's wooing whom in this case, but it is about a new relationship, but a new business relationship. That is for sure. That's what's going on here. We have heard that the Parkles' finances are in terrible straits. It's on my list of things to read on again. There it is. True love, but really the Lovers in a business sense. And choices. The 6, the major arcana of 6 is about choices as well. Who are you going to choose? And who are you going to partner with? Are you going to choose your royal relatives, relations in the UK, or are you going to choose a Paramount Plus? I think Paramount Plus. Let's see, what on earth is Harry up to right now? We got the 2 of coins. Yeah, he is pretty unhinged. 2 of coins in the reverse. My opinion, of course, that he's pretty unhinged. It is a card of balance and allocating resources, the 2 of coins, when it's upright. Juggling, famously. And we know that he likes to juggle. We have seen him juggling through a window while his wife was promoting herself, and that 40 by 40 thing that fell flat just seconds later. 2 of coins in reverse tells us that he's all out of luck, he's all out of money. He does not know where to put his focus and his energy and his resources. He's picking all the wrong things. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. That is literally what that card means. It also means being short, not having enough, not having enough money, time, energy, effort, not putting enough effort in. 1 hour a week, of course, famously. Many hours on long haul flights. Hither and thither, having to switch over from the BA flight to the Delta flight so he could make this thing in Vegas in time. No chance to pop in for the darlings back at home. Being nursed to bed with the wife singing lullabies as she packs them away in their boxes. So 2 of coins in reverse tells me that he is overwhelmed, he is under-resourced, and he is focusing literally on all the wrong things. Very big mistakes being made, even though it's a small card, the 2 of coins. So what is his problem right now? What is his problem? That's what he's doing. He's focusing on all the wrong things. What is his problem? His problem is the 7 of coins in reverse. His problem is he doesn't have any money. It's a big money card, the 7 of coins. It's an investment card. It's a harvest. It's taking stock. It's has it all been worth it? Do I have enough in the bank to retire? No, you don't. Not when the 7 of coins is in reverse. You have invested in all the wrong things. You have lost money. You've made bad deals with people. Sorry, I'm having to shout. It was most unexpected. The sun was shining literally 5 minutes ago. Very odd. This is all about the money. This is about desperation, financial desperation. They have not a cent in the bank. So tell us motives for showing up in Vegas. What's going on behind the scenes? We see money problems. And we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. And the 8 of Cups in reverse is somebody who's really in a very difficult situation, an emotionally difficult situation, painful situation that they can't get out of. And that would be all this financial trouble, clearly big financial trouble. So whoever was talking about it, Lady C, I think, was saying that Meghan might be on QVC shopping some cheap jewelry. Harry trying to organize polo fundraisers. But whatever is going on, that is there's so much financial stress. beneath the scenes, he is really unhappy. And I have to say, I'm delighted to see that card, because I think he deserves to be really unhappy. He picked this path. He sold his family for 30 pieces of silver. He really did. He betrayed them and their trust and their kindness, and now he himself is sitting in sorrow with that Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm sure that going back to Britain was painful. Seeing his father was excruciating. Knowing his brother will not see him at all, painful. Having to stay in a hotel, albeit the Ritz allegedly, painful. And speculating, of course, lest I risk damaging his security. So that's just wild speculation. I have no way of knowing if that's true or not. I'm just connecting dots. Anyway, let's see what his goal is showing up at the ceremony and handing over the top prize, Queen of Cups. He's trying to connect with people emotionally. He's trying to, first of all, ride on Mummy Diana's coattails. It's the Mummy Diana card, the Queen of Cups. You remember my mother, you loved her in America. I look just like her. And I am her son. I am her favorite son. William is nothing like her. He's cold and cruel. I am the one that's emotional. I am the fun one. I am the popular one. Love me do. That's what's going on. Tell us about that trip to Britain then. What was really going on there? I know what was going on, but I want to know what universe wants to tell us about it. Yeah, Ace of Cups. It was look at me. I want to declare my love for you. I want to make a big gesture of love to you, Pa. With all the money and the jewels and the thrones and the castles and the palaces and all those things that Meghan wants. But it was to make a dramatic emotional gesture. Ace of Cups. Wanting to reconcile, to at least appear to be reconciling, wanting everyone to fall for this narrative that Harry really loves his dad, really loves him so much that he made that huge effort to fly all that way, super duper first class at vast expense, to spend 12 minutes with Dad, Pa, and then back again. It was all for show. It was all for that. I'm such a loving son. Whereas William actually is top son, as we know. Fantastic pun there from the sun. Top son, and then Flop Gun has been the living legend of aviation. Well, he is a living legend of aviation, probably in airline circles for the amount of money he spends flying first class. So let's see how the king feels about this now. This is supposed to be future energy, but we're winding forward from the awards ceremony itself. And we are looking into the king's heart now, knowing he was used for optics for a photo opportunity. So that has-been didn't look like a complete piece of SHIT showing up in Vegas to make these lame jokes, really insulting jokes that no one really laughed at. The Star. He still hopes. He still dreams of the day when this is all fixed. The poor old king. Hope springs eternal with the Star. He thinks one day this is all going to be healed. It's all going to be sorted out. There will be reconciliation. Harry will come home. Harry will repent and see the error of his ways. And perhaps there were tears in that private meeting, all 12 minutes of it, that the Queen couldn't quite be bothered to attend, unless with a machete. I have a lovely mental image. And I'm not inciting violence here on this channel. Never, never, never. That was a joke. But anyway, perhaps there was falling on each other's breasts and sobbing. I don't know. But right now, good luck with that, King Charles. Good luck with that star energy, hope and healing. And prayer and faith and the right path and all of those lovely things, which I don't think has been as capable of feeling at this point. We will see, I suppose, how does has-been actually see himself right now? More to the point, has he lost his soul? I think he lost his mind a long time ago, substance related. Has he lost his soul? Who is he right now? Who is he right now? Has he lost his soul, I ask? And who shows up? Ta-da! The devil. The devil shows up. Which reminds me of a reading I did a very long time ago when we heard that allegedly the Queen had accused Meghan Markle of being evil, or claimed that she was evil. And who showed up? The devil. He is in a very bad way right now, as far as his soul goes. So the king is in star energy. Harry, according to this reading, the energy of these cards is in devil energy. That's in a toxic relationship, a situation of addiction, obsession, lies, anger, all of the things that the devil represents. And that is what the devil represents. I'm not making it up. I'm just telling you what the devil represents. And this is the message universe has given when I ask, has Harry lost his soul? Who is he right now? There we go. And I know where that energy comes from. But you can fill in the blanks there for yourselves today. I'm sure you know where that energy comes from too, or you can at least speculate. What pressure is Harry under? We've seen huge financial stress there at the heart of this reading. 2 of Pentacles and 7. The moon in reverse is the pressure he is under. That is mental disorder. Actually, lots of things. It's Mummy Diana card, the moon. She's shown up already. There is a tremendous desire to be Mummy Diana, and look at Mummy Diana too, who's shown up in the card, in the moon. Look at me. She could almost be wearing that red dress with the dented. I have to watch what I say here. With the dented tits that we saw. Her showing up at that military ceremony award thing in New York ages ago. The dress that they actually showed her allegedly being fitted for. Goodness me, it was the most ill-fitting dress ever. As you can kind of see from this, that shiny red thing that she wore. The pressure is this whole Mummy Diana narrative that's failed. That's why the moon is in reverse. Diana is in reverse. Mental disorder, I'm going to use that word. Also, the moon, very much about that. Fog and confusion, and the fog and confusion of spending all day smoking and drinking and playing games and not living in reality, living in a fantasy, living in a cloud of cannabis, of whatever else he is using, overusing. He has really lost all perspective. The moon is about shadows, about projection, about insanity, about suspicion and doubt and fear and confusion and being lost. And all of those things apply here, along with the substances that absolutely do him no favors, that exacerbate that sort of mental fog. He's got huge, in my opinion, huge mental problems, and I am not a professional. I am not diagnosing. I am not doing a Gabor Mate, not by any stretch of the imagination, although Harry was quite happy to be diagnosed on television in front of paying viewers. Quite odd, don't you think? Hopes and fears for this has-been, and he really is a has-been by now. What's he up to? Strength. Yeah, he's trying to shore this whole thing up. This rotten ship, the Sussex, the good ship Sussex, which is sinking fast. He's trying to shore it up. Strength. The 2 crocodiles, alligators, sorry. And Archie's first word, one of the many first words he was able to speak, the child prodigy. Yeah, he is doing, he hopes that somehow he can scramble enough, fly enough air miles to fix this mess. short up the Sussex brand, because the strength card, of course, is Harry and Meghan. And there they are. Two reptiles with their eyes gleaming in very muddy water. Outcome for has been of this. Are we going to see a tremendous paramount deal announced? Are we going to see ignominy? What is going to happen to has been as a result of these latest hijinks? We're going to see the world in reverse. It's going to end very badly. The world upright, happy ending, culmination, a completion of a cycle. Learnt your lessons, gone through all your tests, done everything right, and close that door, open a new one, off to new adventures. Well done, pat on the back, universe very pleased with you. Everybody looks, everybody sees, everybody claps. No, in reverse, fall flat on face. That is what is coming. And it's going to be a very public face plant, because it's the world. And in these royal readings, the world card signifies literally the world watching. And huge face plant coming. Whatever he manages to get with Paramount is going to be small fry. It's not going to go well. And this brand Sussex thing, huge flop, the end, disaster. And for him personally, disaster as well with the world. It's a huge disaster. Really, it's a disaster movie, the world. One of those ones where, climate change happens overnight and everyone's going to die and 3 people are left alive and all huddled in the Himalaya. That sort of energy. I don't know who's going to be left huddling in the Himalaya. Has been Meghan and that James character who seems to be with them eternally. But it's disaster hurtling towards him, or he is hurtling towards it, not sure which, but does not bode well. There it is. That's the reading. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.